This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check. Lucky. Check. Check nine. Hey, quick. He's coming.
A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Corey Grant, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
One left. That's me. Alert.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Alert.
after the interception. Here's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Hey, alert, alert. Mike 50. Ready? 50's hey, Zoo. 50's the Mike.
And now it's Rosen looking. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the 16, Rosen sliding out of the pocket. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Screen 80.
Check, 55 to Mike. Here we go. Check.
Alert.
Get around.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Go.
Tighten up.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he finds Penny. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Flushed out right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Single. Don't let 89 go deep. Whatever you do, don't let 89 go.
25.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And just not a big enough hole to break this one. He gets it to the 35 after showcasing that tough running of his. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Watch the curl. Hey, alert. Check right 54. Hey, wahoo.
And this time, Rosen will throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson back into his end zone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Here's Rosen to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw is Rosen. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Rosen buying time to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
And 8 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return is Peterson. A good return there, 17 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 31 yards there and a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is Grant. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down, escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Hug.
Now a give, right side. Grant. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Check safety.
Bravo. Hug.
They go back to Grant. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and run with Drake. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got three down.
They go play action with Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And down he'll go at the 25.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Get that one.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to go for a big play down, and that's caught inside the 35. A first down and then some, 36 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 85. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Not today.
Deeper.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Guys, 4 down.
You pop. Mike 55. Hayward. 55.
It's our time.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
at some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Rosen now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Single, slot.
Get 80.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Kill.
He look. Friday.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Flush to his right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47.
19.
Wrong football. 53, check 53. I'm coming after you.
215.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Bobby Wagner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Check nickel. 49, check 49.
Monday.
Bang.
Throwing on second and long. Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And now it's Rosen looking. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he cuts it back. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Corey Grant. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ezekiel Ansah has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.